YouTube? It's Amaterasu Ninja here, your favorite anime ninja here on YouTube, and today we got Crew Motorfest once again, and today we have the European luxury pro tuning setup, and I know it's probably a day left, but if it helps you in any way, please, for me, drop a comment if it helped you. If you want to know anything, again, just shoot me a comment, and with that being said, just get into it. So again, we're just gonna have the tuning. I know it quickly flashed on screen. I should probably make it last a little bit longer. But with that being said, I just want to quickly say that the most important thing that you can do for your car is to there's two things. Either adjust the ARB, which is down at the very bottom, or you can bring down the aero. I forgot what it was called. It's called something aerodynamics. Basically, it's basically. Sorry about that. It's basically how the downforce reacts to the car, or how it just handles it. So if you put down the aero down from the front of the vehicle, it'll actually help you turn faster or make sharper turns while you're going fast. So I mean, again, just it depends on every car. So just don't like put it all the way down to 0. But usually I'd recommend putting it down to at least 4, or putting it down by 4, so 4 little ticks. And again, I'm just gonna quickly show some of my tunings, and then you decide for yourself. Again, like just adjust the ARB, and I'd recommend just adjusting the ARB to your specific liking and how you like handling, or the car handles. So quickly, I just want to say, so I'm gonna probably put it in here in between. As you can see, I'm like checking all my stuff. It should be under the brakes where the arrow is, and I didn't see it, but if you do see it, we should probably slow it down, the video slow it down, so you can copy the exact stats that I have, and actually have a better run for this one. But I wasn't quite able to record it, so we're just gonna have to do with this one. I would recommend the arrow right there. I would recommend putting down the arrow down to like -4 on the McLaren specifically, and adjusting the angle of the wheels, which is literally the last 2 settings that they are in the Pro Tuning. So just adjust it to like, I think it was 4 and 2. So the front wheels was angled to -4, and the bottom ones was -2. Just keep that in mind. It'll help you take the turns a lot easier. And the ARB, again, I'm gonna have to go through this real quickly. When you adjust the ARB, which is literally the second setting from the very bottom, so not the last one, just keep that in mind. So when you tune the ARB, when you go stiffer on the front wheels, it makes it so that your vehicle is reacting a lot faster, and essentially it makes the front wheels oversteer. Fuck, I already got confused. Anyways, if you just read it for yourself, you'll comprehend it. Like, it's easier, because I noticed that people were like posting, like drift, like specifically there was this one video that I saw on Instagram. Somebody posted a drift version of their muscle car, and essentially they were all asking like, how do you do this, how do you do that? And I quickly just went down through the comments and picked out a select few to respond to, and I basically said, do this so you can make this with this car or whatnot. So again, ARB is very important if you guys want to have a better run, a faster time, control your car in general just better. Then ARB is the way to go. And of course, there's other stuff you can do. You can adjust your response on the springs, but usually I would just adjust the first 2 settings on the springs, on the springs, because that makes it basically react as soon as you turn your analog stick or whatever you're playing on it, essentially, and it just makes it so it's more responsive. So again, ARB. So here I took a screenshot for you guys, and quickly we're just gonna read it along. And it says reducing the front anti-roll reduces understeer. So essentially, when you have it on stiff, it's gonna basically understeer which is what you want when you're making these tight corners or tight turns, or that are really, I guess, at an angle. So it'll help you make those turns a lot better. And again, when you have the rear, it says reducing the rear anti-roll reduces oversteer. So again, if you have it more at stiff for the rear, the more it's gonna oversteer, and if you make it softer, you're gonna understeer. So just keep that in mind. And I depends on the car, of course. Just get that out of the way. It depends on the car, on the vehicle that you have, because every car is gonna react differently. They're all gonna drive differently. And again, what I try to go for, again, depending on the car, this doesn't work for every single car. Just keep that in mind. But I usually make it so that the front wheels or the front ARBs are essentially stiffer, and then make it so that the rear ones are a lot softer. This makes it so that the back wheel, especially specifically on this Bentley, I don't remember what I had for the settings, but I'm pretty sure I made both of them stiff only because the back wheel would spin out a lot more on this Bentley. So again, you just want to, if a car is specifically spinning out from the rear, you're going to want to reduce that by making it understeer from the back, and vice versa. If the front is being too responsive and it's, you're making these too tight or too sharp of a turn, then you're gonna want to make it oversteer from the front. So just keep that in mind. And I can go more into detail on this if you guys do want that. I'll gladly make it. And this is a lot harder because I don't really have the stats in front of me. I don't have the things in front of me, so I can specify it. But this is just like a quick hint for you guys to basically understand that how it basically works. Because I specifically saw like a post on my IG timeline. Somebody posted this this game, and it was a muscle car, and they basically tuned it so that it was a lot easier to drift. And let me tell you, I mean, the video, that game looked phenomenal. Like the way he fucking drifted, it looked like one of those GTA lobbies where the what's called modded, so that they have like drift cars. It was kind of like that. It was. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know how he tuned it specifically, but it was beautiful. Anyways, I went into the comment section and I basically explained to some of the people how you can get that exam, pretty much the same outcome, and specifically it was because of the ARB. And again, this helps you a lot, specifically if you want a higher score for like drift cars, if you want, or just make your car handle better in general. So with that being said, I really have not much else to explain since these races really are just linear. They're not, there's not that many cuts you can really take. I guess you can make it like some of the turns you can take them a little bit better. Like this one, I kind of made it a little too wide for my liking. Usually I like to cut in towards closest to the edge, but it also depends on how you take in these angles. Like right here I kind of oversteered, like I kind of went sliding a little too much than I would have liked, but I still got a pretty good score. I beat my previous score, and this one was actually recorded today. So I mean, I know there's only a day left, but I hope you guys, it does help you. And if it does, just consider leaving a like for me, and or follow. So I'll be making a lot more videos like this, and if you guys want to see a bunch of other stuff, you can check out my channel. I have some anime reviews. We did some reviews on Bleach. If you guys want to check that out, I have a bunch of other stuff. I played Overwatch, Dragon Ball Fighters, and we're playing MW3. So if you guys want to see that, consider subscribing. With that being said, I hope you have a wonderful day as always. Peace out. Deuces.